Okay, now are we live? Jeez. Let me make sure here. Hopefully we are, because I don't know what is going on here with my... There it is. Okay, yes. All right, so please, people in the chat, give me some confirmation that you can see me, because I had a little bit of technical difficulties. Of course I did. Don't we always? Let's see. Nobody's talking to me yet. So there we are. Candy says I'm live. Thank you, Candy. Okay, so every once in a while, for some reason, I'm not even sure why, everything kind of resets and I have to do all these settings all over again, and I don't know it until I go live. And then I know, and all of a sudden it is what it is. So, and now it's telling me that it's red. So this is setting up to be a fun night. I can tell already. Oh boy. Okay. So a lot of people, hopefully y'all can hear me, because now it says it's green again. Whew. So a lot of people are talking in the chat right now about the thumbnail, and I was having some fun with that thumbnail. I'm not pissed at anything. I'm not mad. It was just one of those things that I put together real quick and put it up there for fun. Not mad about anything. There's plenty of things that I could be mad at, and there's plenty of things that you could be mad at me for, because I haven't put up any videos. I've only been doing streams for the last couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about why that is here in the beginning of this stream, and then we're going to get into chatting with all of you about whatever it is that you want to chat about. So first things first, I have been so completely overwhelmed with, and this is in a good way, not in a bad way, with this whole new series that we're doing. I touched on it a little bit last week, but I didn't want to take up too much time with having my special guests on that I had last week. So I didn't want to, completely take over the whole thing. I wanted him to be able to see, or I wanted him to get, the main focus of it. So didn't want to take up too much time on it. But today it's just me. I don't have Lisa today. No guests. It's just me here. So I can take as much time as I want. So here it is. I know I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again. Lisa and I are starting a new series. The first episode of this series is going to come out next Sunday, December 16th. And the series is called 10 Things. And it's going to be a different topic every single week, where we pick a topic and we deliver 10 important things about that topic that you should know. And part of it is me thinking, you know what, top 10 lists do really well on YouTube. This isn't necessarily a top 10 list, but then it kind of is. But I hope you understand what I mean by that. There's a lot of people that do top 10 this, top 10 that. This isn't going to be top 10 anything. It's more 10 things you should know about a topic. It might be 10 funny things. It might be 10 serious things. Who knows where it's going to go? But what I do know is that I've been just working on it nonstop and having a lot of fun with it. I'm super excited about it. Ask Lisa. It's all I talk about. She is in the chat right now, and she'll tell you it's all I talk about. Literally 5 minutes ago, before I went live, I was telling her of some things that I want to do on this series. So it's going to be something like you've never seen from us before. I promise you that. First of all, it's going to be Lisa and I in a video together. So that is awesome. But it's also the way we're going to film it, the things I'm going to do in the editing, the way we are going to present the information is going to be different than what you've ever seen from us before. And that's what has me the most excited, because it's almost like starting over. Now, I don't want you to be scared. It's not going to be so outrageous that it's, something light years different from what we are now. It's not like that at all. We're not actors. We're not doing 10 skits. It's nothing like that. But it's just going to be in a format and edited in a way that is different from anything that you've ever seen from us before or from me before. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot to look at. And on that note, as far as things to look at, that is where you can become involved if you want to. So here's the deal. I touched on this last week, and I said I was going to talk about it at the end of the stream, And then I just didn't, because Jason and I ran our mouths for 2 hours and I didn't want to keep on going and going and going. So here's the deal. With these 10 things that we're going to be talking about, we're going to have a lot of things like B-roll and stuff like that playing while we are talking over top of it. And if you have the perfect thing that you would love to see in as B-roll, or me over it because we're going to be doing some recording in front of the green screen or whatever it is, if you want your video to be in the background or the main focus of the video as far as B-roll goes, you can send those videos to me and I might, there's no guarantees, but I might actually use them in the videos. So here's how that is going to work. Every single month, I'm going to do a live stream, not on here because people would get mad at me. I'm going to do it on the Facebook group, the Tank Talk Facebook group. If you don't know what that is, I'm sure the lovely Candy Overhauls will put the link in the description. But if she doesn't, it's right at the top of the description of this video. Join the Tank Talk Facebook group. I'm going to do a stream every month, probably around the first of the month, every month in there. And I will give you, or the members of Tank Talk, the 4 topics that are going to be the upcoming videos. So if you want your video to be in one of those videos, it's very simple. You'll just send that video as a response to that post. Does that make sense? Now, there's a very specific reason why I'm doing that. Because first of all, you can only email small videos and all this kind of stuff. But also, Facebook allows you to download other people's videos. So if you put a video up there in the Tank Talk group as a response to that post, if I click on that and I say, that looks good, I want to use that in one of these videos, I can click on it and I can download that video and I can use it and keep the same quality and everything else. So yes, that is how you're going to do it. If that's confusing to you, I see my friend and new member of the KG team, Carlo Ligamari. It is Carlo, right? Because your last name's not Sligamari. I don't know that we've ever figured that out, but I know your name is Carlo. You're confused. I'm talking very fast. Okay, so you're not even talking about that. Okay, so sorry, Carlo. Anyway, thank you for becoming a new member. So he's not confused about how to send in these videos. What I don't want to have is people emailing me videos to my email address and filling up the inbox and all that. It's easier if everything is contained right there in the Facebook group. So if you want to be a part of this, just go join the Facebook group for one, and then first of all, join it because it's a great group. I mean, hello, it's a great group. And I'm hardly involved with it anymore. There's so many people over there that are doing such a great job of moderating and coming up with new topics and stuff for people to discuss every single day in that group. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great little community over there, about to eclipse 16,000 members in that group. So that is absolutely amazing. So in that group, I will do a live stream. I will tell you what those 4 topics are going to be. You can put your videos, if you want to see your video as part of it, in the response or as a response to that post. It's that simple. So I'll go into more detail about it on the stream. I don't want to take up too much time here, but this is probably going to be one of the more fun things about it, is that I'll be able to give another YouTuber some love. If it's a YouTuber, I don't care how big the channel is. If you send me a video, you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, it might be a little bit of exposure for you. Who knows? And that is going to bring me to the next point. There's a few people that are in here right now already that are going to be people that are going to be getting messages from me in the very near future. I was actually messaging back and forth literally until 7:59 with a YouTuber, because what I'm also going to do is not open it up to everybody. I will contact you. Don't contact me. I'm going to also involve other YouTubers in these lists where they can send me a clip and I will use what they send me as one of the 10 things. You understand what I'm saying? So usually it's going to be, if I'm doing a particular topic that there's a YouTuber that specializes in that topic, I will reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to get in on this? And there's one guy right in here right now that might just want to participate in the Guppy video that we do? I wonder who that could be. He's going to get a message from me in the very near future. So yeah, that's what we're doing, folks. I can't tell you how excited I am. Next Sunday, not this one coming up 4 days from now, but the one after that is going to be when the first episode is going to upload. I don't think I'm going to do a premiere of it. I think it's just going to be, I'm just going to upload it. That way it's ready for everybody when they wake up first thing in the morning on Sunday. Not 100% sure yet. I haven't decided. I really do like the premiere thing. I think it's a lot of fun, but I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. So we have a $14.99 very generous super chat from CC Games. He says, "Hey John, I've been watching your videos for a long time. You inspired me to get African cichlids. Thanks so much for the good videos." That is awesome. It never, ever, ever gets old hearing that. You are very welcome, CC Games, and thank you so much for the $14.99 contribution to the KG Fund. That is awesome of you, and I appreciate it very, very, very much. So, next thing to talk about here, two more quick things. I promise you these are quick. Next Wednesday, another person that is in the chat here right now, I'm pointing to the chat on my screen as if you can see it. Friday Fishfacts is here with us tonight, and it's not night where he is, still early evening where he is, at least I think so anyway, but I'm going to be going on his live stream next Wednesday night. 10 o'clock my time. I don't know. I don't know what time it is his time. I mean, come on. I don't know everything, but very excited to do that. I've seen quite a few of the streams that he's done where he's brought guests in and stuff like that. And it's a lot of fun. It's the kind of thing I like to do where it's just a casual little conversation about what's going on and stuff like that. So looking forward to that, and come over there and watch that, because I want to be able to bring him the kind of numbers Corey did. That would make me that would make me feel very good to be able. There's no way I'll ever compete with Corey, but I'd like to bring him plenty of viewers over there. So all of you watching right now, make sure you go to his channel next Wednesday, where we will be hanging out. Quite literally, that is the name of his series. We'll be hanging out on there, and it'll be a ton of fun. The last thing is Corey's new giveaway. If you don't know about it yet, you got to get on it. The link, again, is down in the description. They're doing 5 $200 gift cards, folks. Come on now. It's free entry. Go over there, enter it. All you got to do is follow people on social media and stuff like that. It's a beautiful thing. I put up a community post about it, and some people emailed me, or they didn't email me, but they commented on that post, and they said that they were confused because they are already subscribed to all those channels. Why don't they have any entries? And I don't think it works that way. Those people probably aren't watching this stream right now. Maybe they are. I mean, if they were paying attention enough to participate in my community page, but I don't think it works that way. I think it has to be one of those things where if you are not subscribed to the person that's in that list and you subscribe to them, that's when you get your entries. And I don't think it works. Again, I actually talked to Corey about this. I don't think it's one of those things, folks, where you can unsubscribe to all those channels and then resubscribe again and it enters you. I don't think it works that way. I think there's something in there that that prevents that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely talking out of my butt, but I don't know if that's actually going to work. But I don't think being subscribed to the channels gets you free entry. I think it is subscribing, meaning you're not a subscriber now and you subscribe to them. That's when you get your entry. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So Nisi sent in a $1.99 super chat, a paid promo for a late happy birthday to Kang Lee. Happy birthday, Kang Lee. What are you, 23 now? 24 maybe? The kid is a baby. I don't even know how old he is. Maybe he's 19. I don't know. Judging by the age of his children, his absolutely beautiful, adorable children, I don't think he's 19, but I don't know how old he is. Why would I know that? So thank you so much for that paid promo. You can post whatever you want, Nisi. You help out so much. I will I will say whatever you post, and it'll be absolutely for free. So let's see what else is going on. Here we go. Steamfod Aquatics, and I'm not giving him special treatment because he's a bigger channel. It's just the first one that pops up. Anytime you ever put at KG Tropicals, it highlights it in orange in my chat, so it kind of stands out. And Bob asks Lisa if she likes fish sticks. She probably doesn't get that, Bob, because she wasn't watching on Monday night when I said that to you, but she knows the original joke. But anyway, we actually found out, because of Bob, we found out that we had our phone number listed on social media somewhere. I think it might have been Instagram. It was actually an old phone number that there's not even a phone hooked up to anymore. But Bob asked us if we liked fish sticks, and that was how he made us aware that the phone number was still on there. So it's been a running inside fun joke between me and her and that weirdo up there in Seattle. So no, you just have to confirm your subs. Okay, see, so Candy is helping out with that explanation there. That is awesome. You can be subscribed. All you have to do is spend the time to click the links. There it is. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Gary B. Awesome clarification. That's awesome. See, that's perfect. Then all you got to do is go over there, click those boxes, show that you are subscribed to those channels. You get free entries. Boom. You might get a $200 gift card. And I don't know anybody in the month of December that would not appreciate a $200 gift card. I don't care what store it's for. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. So, all right. Okay. King Lee says he wishes, probably when I said, are you 19 or 23? Whatever. You just have to, okay, everybody's commenting on that. Okay, I was wrong on there, folks, and y'all are smarter than me. I am so glad that you cleared that up for me. I hear clothespins help with snoring. In the worst cases, use a pillow. Wow, you have no idea how much trouble you just got me into, Carlo. But you know what? She'll tell you the same thing about me. She'll tell you that I'm the snorer and whatever. I mean, I think we're going to set, we have a little sitting room on the side of our bedroom. I think we're going to set her up a bed in there because that woman's keeping me up all night long. All right, I hate this chat. Not y'all. I hate the chat from YouTube. I like the one better on the OBS because it's easier to follow. It doesn't skip around, but if I get behind, then I lose track, and there we go. So now is the time, folks. I don't have anything else to talk about with you. 20 minutes in, look at that, and I'm already done talking about all the things that I need to talk about. It's a beautiful thing. That's the cat's room. Yeah, it is, but, you know, it's going to be Lisa's room here soon, too. Okay, so now it's all up to you, folks. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. Bob gets all kinds of cool questions on his streams. Why am I stuttering so much tonight? I don't know what my problem is. So while we're waiting for people, I see there's a couple questions coming in. I'm going to let them pile up a little bit here. That's a good thing. I want to talk about the uploading schedule because the 10 Things episodes, as I said, are going to go up on Sundays. That's going to become the new Sunday thing. And then Tuesdays, I'm going to be putting up a video of mine. And yeah, I'm itching my nose again. I don't know why it gets so itchy when I'm talking. I don't know about Lisa's videos. I'm really looking forward to editing and putting up her videos too. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So I don't know what day her videos are going to upload, but mine are going to be on Tuesdays, and then ours are going to be on Sundays, and then the live streams on Thursday nights. So there you go. You don't use pothos plants. No. No. What? Why do I not know what pothos plants are? Is that something I should know? I got made fun of by somebody on another stream because I couldn't answer a plant question. And I was like, when did I become a plant expert? I wasn't quite sure when I called myself a plant expert that should be able to answer every plant question. Pothos plants, that, yeah. Anyway, moon sand with plecos and cories, okay. I don't like sand. I don't like cories in a sand tank. That's just my personal thing. Did I say Corys? I meant plecos. I don't like plecos in a sand substrate tank, and the only reason is because sometimes they can like scurry real fast and it blows sand everywhere. I like them in a gravel tank, but that's just me. I mean, you know, I know everybody's different, but in my experience, they like to thrash around, and the sand just goes everywhere. And I don't know. That's just been my experience. Buy Lisa a red fish for Christmas, being a green fish. Is that because she has the green fish badge? That is adorable. And then somebody asked, is there a red Mbuna? The thing is, with African cichlids, they're orange. They call them red zebras. I think the closest thing to a red African cichlid is like the redfin borlei, which is another fish that the name of that fish makes no sense because its fins are blue and it has a red body. I've never understood why that fish is called a redfin borlei, but it's actually a very dark red fish. It's the only one that I know of that is really red. All of the other African cichlids that are red zebras, blah, 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 they are orange. So there you go. And an orange and a green fish doesn't really make Christmas colors. So you guys are awesome for this hobby on so many levels. Thank you. Wow, that is so nice of you to say, Carlo. And you are nice because of all the support that you've given us for years now. Not just here, but for a long time. You've been a supporter of this channel financially because he used to order a lot of fish from us that he called bling. And that was a beautiful thing. So that guy has been, he's been feeding our children for years now. And then Steenfot wants to make fun of me for stuttering by using a Billy Madison reference. Shame on you. Making fun of that poor child that stutters like that. Today, Junior! John all jacked up on Mountain Dew. And here we have a Talladega Nights references. Wow, the movie references are nice tonight. No, it's Coca-Cola. It's always Coca-Cola. Mountain Dew gives me heartburn. See, I'm old. Weird things happen to people that are old. Okay, let's keep on going through here. Oh, and there it went. It skipped. See, because I have to use the YouTube chat, and it's so horrible. It's terrible because it skips everywhere. When it comes to plants, the answer is always photosynthesis. That's funny. Yeah. I don't even know what it was that the guy was complaining about, but he was breaking my balls for not knowing an answer to a plant question. It's like, I mean, I'm not a plant expert. I've actually said on a million different occasions, don't ask me questions about plants because I don't know them. And I mean, don't ask me questions about rocket science either. That doesn't mean I'm a jerk, you know? But anyway. Okay. Trying to get... Oh, pothos is a common houseplant. Okay. See, I don't get into... I'm not a plant guy. I mean, I like aquarium plants. I like them fine. But, you know, this is Lisa's thing. And the plants... I love aquarium plants. I just don't know anything about them. I know how to kill them. I'm pretty good at that. Okay, see, the man himself, Primetime Aquatics, says pothos are the plants lots of people grow on top of their tanks with the roots in the water. See, now I know. See, no wonder that guy is a professor. Now I know, and it makes sense, and I get it now. I mean, you know, that shows my ignorance when it comes to plants, and I've never said I'm anything different but ignorant when it comes to plants. Hello, Barbara Jackson. Let's see, what else do we got here? How do I keep live rock from dying? That's an interesting question. That is a question I've never, ever been asked before. I had plenty of live rock in my saltwater tanks. I'm pretty sure you are aware that it's a saltwater thing. and I mean, I never had them die. I mean, it's really, there was never anything I did specifically to keep live rock alive. It's not that the rocks are alive. It's the stuff that's growing on top of the rocks I mean, it was always fine for me. Got that nice, what is that algae called? See, it's been so long since I've had a saltwater tank. I don't even remember what it's called, but the purple algae, which is really, really cool. I mean, it came in real good on my tank. And then when my buddy took it to his house, it like exploded. Like, I guess his water is better for it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I never did anything special to not kill it. I don't know. That's a weird question. Adam C, yeah, your water quality is redonkulous for all those amazing haps you keep. Okay, well, that doesn't have anything to me. But you can't read 100 chats a minute. Yeah, but I mean, can you imagine if my chat was like Corey's? I'd have to hire help. Because I mean, it's just a constant scroll. It's like trying to read the credits at the end of a movie. No way. But yeah, mine's a lot more manageable. Yes, my tank disappeared when you guys decided to close up. I made a promise to not start up again until and if you decided to start selling your bling again. Carlo, I am sorry, my friend. I don't know that you're ever going to have a tank again, because I don't know if there's going to be a day when we're going to sell fish again, because we don't have any fish to sell. So yeah, you might be going a long, long time. I mean, I could sell you a fish. We've got a couple extra discus. I could buy a beta from Pedco and then sell it to you. So I could sell you fish so you could start up a tank, but I don't know that I'm going to be selling the fish that you are used to. If you have a cat, don't get the pothos. Cats and dogs will get sick. Oh, how about that? We've got 3 of each, so we ain't getting those. It did it again. Hey, Benson's Fish Room. Is Benson's Fish Room in here? I just commented on one of his videos earlier today because I didn't even realize he had a YouTube channel. It must be a brand new thing because he told me at the Aquatic Experience, at least I thought he told me, that he didn't have one. And now I know that he does, so I'm gonna harass him all the time. But yeah, that is a guy that I hung out with quite a bit at the Aquatic Experience. He always seemed to be following me around and just like wanting to talk to me all the time. And I thought about calling security a couple of times, but you know, I mean, he wasn't like making any physical threats or anything. He was just really being overly annoying, and I just had to walk away from him a few times. But yeah, you know, I'm totally joking too, by the way. I'm hoping he hears this and he's like, what? No, he's a vapor. I'm a vapor. We were always outside at the same time and we were vaping together. So there you go. Soon I'll be moving my tanks to the garage and I'd like to replace a dozen small air pumps for one system. What would you suggest for one large and relatively quiet air pump? We used the Danner pond pumps. There's going to be a lot of people that will recommend blowers to you. Blowers are awesome because you can get a small blower and it will run like 150 tanks, which obviously you don't need. So they're great for hatcheries, fish stores, things like that. But they're the loudest thing in the world. If you go back to my videos from like 2013, 14, 15, no, 12, who knows, all the way up to when we closed the store, anything that I did in my shop and you hear that horrifying whistle sound in the background, that's a blower. So don't use that. Use the Danner pumps, the pond pumps. They are super strong. You could probably put 70 tanks on them and they're dead silent. They're as silent as the pump that you have on your aquarium right now. That is a great pump. We had more than one. We had one and then we had one as a backup because they can go out just like any other air pump. And if you've got them running air to 25 tanks and it goes out, you're in trouble. So it's good to have a backup. But actually I had a backup because mine went out and I ran down to Richmond, bought a new one, came back up, hooked it up. And then I fixed the old one because you can replace the diaphragm and stuff in them. I fixed it and then I had a backup. So, but that's a great pump. If you're running 25 tanks or something like that off of it, it'll do fantastic. It'll actually be more than enough than what you really need. So there you go. Let's see. Okay, well. Well, my well water, my water is hard water, as I live in Birmingham, UK. Okay, did that have anything to do with what? Were you the one that asked the question about the live rock? See, I lose track. It's hard when people comment about something that they commented on earlier. It makes it tough for me. I'm old. You know, what can I do? Your thoughts on reverse osmosis? I used to use it for my saltwater tanks. And it's great. I actually ran one a long time ago, like 2010. I lived on a farm, and the water literally came out of the tap yellow. And I had a 125-gallon tank, a 65-gallon tank, a 29, and a 10. And I had like 8 5-gallon buckets that I would fill up at my sister's house and drive to and it became a huge hassle. So I bought an RO system, put it in my laundry room, and would just filter the water there. And it actually came out really good. It worked perfect. I was not keeping African cichlids at the time. I was keeping all like South and Central American cichlids. So they appreciated RO water. So it worked out really good. But yeah, you know, I mean, depending on what it is that you're doing it for, there's a lot of situations that RO water can absolutely help you. So you won't get me to talk negatively about it. It's definitely a good thing. But there's also a lot of situations where you don't necessarily need it. And it would be overkill for you. A lot of people, I've actually had people tell me, and Lisa will laugh at this, they've told me, I would love to have discus, but I don't feel like buying an RO system. And it's like, come on, you don't have to buy an RO system for a discus tank. Come on. I mean, are you keeping wild discus? Then maybe you would. But if you're just keeping a tank with discus that you bought from Hans or from, you know, one of these websites or something like that, you don't need RO water. What are you going to do all that for? So certain circumstances, you don't necessarily need it, but it's not a bad thing. We got another person in the chat right now that is going to be getting a message from me about my 10 Things series. I hate YouTube. I'm going to just quit YouTube. I'm going to quit it. I'm going to quit YouTube because this stupid chat is making me mad. I've tried to explain this before because I complain about this all the time, and I don't know if you all know what I'm complaining about. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Okay, this is my computer screen. Okay, so this is my OBS software right here. And then I have this little window right here. Okay, you see this window? Oh, that's pretty cool. You see it all the way down the line. This is from YouTube. I popped it out of YouTube so that I could see the chat because the chat on OBS is always a little bit lagging behind. So I keep the YouTube chat because it's more current. Whoa, I got to do that. There we go. And whenever I try to scroll through using the little wheel on the mouse, it jumps. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that. I guess the only people that ever would be other streamers that do the same thing that I do. Oh, it's such a huge hassle because you're reading it and it just jumps like all the way to the current message. And you're like, well, I don't even know what people said. Anyway, Kim Stokes' Golden Angels are doing great. Local fish store going out of business, and we picked up 14 more angels. Thanks for the new addition. That is awesome. Don't thank me. Hopefully you're thanking Dan. Is Dan in here tonight? I don't know if he's in here, but don't thank me. Well, I mean, okay, I guess they were kind of my fish, but you are very welcome. But thank Dan because he's the one that offered them up to begin with, and that's very cool to hear that they're doing good. It was hard to make that decision to let them go, but I'm glad that it made others happy. That's a beautiful thing. It's all good, John. I sold that house and decided to buy a condo, so I would probably get thrown out if I wanted to put another 150-gallon acrylic or larger on the 29th floor. That could be a problem, Carlo, but you know what? A couple of nano tanks will do you just fine. Look, I got 4 of them behind me. Only 3 of them have water in it, but you're not going to put any African cichlids in those tanks anyway. So, all right. I've had one, never did anything with it. Benson's Fish Rooms is saying F you. Is he saying F you to me? He better not be saying F you to me. Unless he was saying that when I was saying he was following me around. Then I guess I deserved that. Piston pumps. Yeah, piston pumps are good too. I always found them to be loud, like not obnoxiously loud like a blower, but like brrr, like that vibration sound. I don't know. That just got really weird. But anyway, you're making me think of the Biz Marquee song with all the vapor talk. Vapor talk, Biz Marquee song. The only one I can think of is Just a Friend. I don't know any other Biz Marquee songs, but he came from right up the road from where I live. Not that that makes a difference, but anyway. Does Mountain Dew give you heartburn? It gives me heartburn. I said it earlier. Jeff Rose must have been with us here from the beginning. Doug cooking dinner, a.k.a. chili cheese fries takeout. Beautiful. That's the easiest kind of dinner to cook. Yeah, Barbara Jackson's thanking for the pump. Yeah, you know what? The blowers are great, but it's probably going to be majorly overkill. So yeah, just go with with one of those Danner pumps or the piston pumps, like Jason was talking about. You'll be good. Jeff Rose saying hi to everyone but me. How about that? Isn't that nice? That's proper etiquette, isn't it? I think he said hi to everyone in this chat except for the host of the show. That's nice. Let's see if I call you when I need plecos. Huh? Really? KG Tropicals, it's better than watching Ovi and the Caps. How dare you? How dare you say that? No, and it doesn't matter because the Caps aren't on yet anyway. They won't be. They will not have a face-off for another 22 minutes. So let me tell you something, folks. In about 4 or 5 months, you're going to see a real happy guy. You want to know why, all you baseball fans out there? You all have been hearing about what's been going on with the Nats over the last couple of weeks. I don't care about the Bryce Harper thing. I'm talking about Yan Gomes. I'm talking about Kurt Suzuki. Welcome back. I'm talking about Patrick Corbin. Come on, y'all. Y'all might as well forget it. I know the NL East is good this year, but phew, you need dual monitors would make it easier. It's not a monitor thing. This is a 27-inch monitor. It's definitely big. But it's the stupid scrolling YouTube stupid thing. It's just stupid. But dual monitors would never be a bad thing. I would actually buy a laptop before I'd buy a dual monitor. That way I can sit my fat butt on my recliner and edit videos and stuff like that before. I'd probably do that before I'd buy another monitor. So I'm a long-suffering Rangers fan, so I have to tease someone else. Well... You know, you can't tease somebody that is a fan of the reigning Stanley Cup champions. It just doesn't work. Okay. I love the emojis. Candy just shared a whole bunch of the emojis. I love it. She didn't share them. She put them in there. I love them. I love the emojis. And you could have those emojis too, folks, if you decided like Carlo Ligamari did earlier and become a member of the KG team. You can have those emojis. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. What's the best air pump for a 55-gallon under 35 bucks? I bought a cheapo and it's loud as heck. You know what? I don't have a personal preference when it comes to air pumps. I don't have any air pumps right now. And I don't think we've used an air pump in a while. We had those, what were they? They sent them to us. Shoot. Shame on me. Aqueon. That's how I pronounce it. Aqueon. We had a couple of those, and they were good. They were nice and quiet. They're kind of big, but they're nice and quiet. I would go with one of those. They stand up taller, but air pumps are loud. I mean, I don't know any that are absolutely silent. I'll tell you the one. I'll take that back. I'll tell you the one that I have. I can't tell you the model of it or what it is. I have one buried here somewhere. Cobalt makes one that is like that big. It's for one tank. It's not one that you'd use on multiple tanks. It's very, very small, and it actually suction cups to the side of your tank. You plug it in, and it works just like any other air pump. Absolutely dead silent. So that would be the quietest one that I think I've used, but I don't remember the model number. But it's Cobalt. Cobalt's the brand. So there you go, Cichlids 23. Jeff Rose is calling Candy old. Shame on that man. Shame on him. Then he finally says hi to me. What's up, Jeff Rose? Yeah, you're going to hear from me soon. and not in a bad way. You're going to hear from me in a good way soon. Whether you choose to receive that message and respond back is going to be completely up to you. Or could I just go sumps on everything? Well, that's a whole different conversation there, Barbara Jackson. Definitely not going to help the noise problem, if there is a noise problem. Sumps are loud. I don't care what Joel says. I don't care what anybody says. Sumps are loud. Now, do you like that sound in a fish room? That's fine. For me, I don't like that sound in here because I'm trying to make videos and all that. But sumps, I don't think there is a more efficient way of filtering an aquarium than a sump, but they're very loud. But the cool thing is you could have, a whole bunch of tanks in one sump. We've done that before. It's a beautiful thing. But you know what? If you're running sponge filters now, which are one of my absolute favorite filters in the world, and you want to run them on air pumps, that is the easiest way to do it. But if you have a sump system that is for an entire system, you could actually work out ways of doing water changes through that sump instead of going individual tanks. There's a lot of things that can be done with sumps, so there you go. Someone should make a laptop with dual monitors. That'd be cool. Yeah, one that just kind of flips out, and then you've got like an iPad screen on either side. Ooh, that'd be nice. I'm surprised they even make laptops anymore. I have a dream of a MacBook Pro. I'm an Apple guy, whatever. People who hate Apple, that's fine by me. I'm an Apple guy, and I would love a MacBook Pro. Anybody has one laying around, brand new, has to be brand new, still in the box. I mean, I don't want your old stuff. If you have a brand new one and you want to give it to somebody, send it to me. I'll give you my address. I'm joking, but the one I want, I priced it out on Apple's website the other day. Yeah, it's like $3,500 for what I want. It's going to be a while before I get that. Do you know how reliable a CPR CS102 overflow box is with built-in aqua lifter? No, I don't. See, this is what Corey is like, one of those encyclopedias. He has all this information in his head and he never forgets anything. He's probably familiar with that, but me, no. I've never used overflow boxes. I've always either used PVC overflows, which is the very first video I ever watched from Joey, or had the tanks drilled. So that's the only two ways I've ever done it. So I've never had the need for one of those. Follow the bouncing chat. Yeah. Gnats will be dangerous for sure. Harper and Trout, two best players in the game. Yeah, well, Harper and the Gnats aren't necessarily a cohesive thing at the moment. We'll see if he sticks around, but all that money they just spent on that lefty, might have a hard time keeping him around, but we'll see. I'd love for him to stay. I'm okay if he goes. So I can't tease any other hockey fan. I may just go crazy. Are wave makers good? Sure, depending on what you're doing with them, and depending on the purpose that you're going to use them for, is what I should have said. Do you need more water movement in your tank? If so, then yeah, they are great. Sometimes I think people can put them on their tanks and it's a bit overkill. Not necessary, but they are great for eliminating dead zones. They're great for water flow, and they're great for fish that love big water flow. Discus, they don't love big water flow. African cichlids do. But that tank, I've got an FX6 on that. It's more than enough water flowing. I don't have a need for one, but I did have one in my 240. So Paula, today, Junior. How do I become a member? There is a button. If you're watching this on mobile, you'd have to turn it up into portrait mode, I think is what it's called. And down below, there'll be a join button. If you're watching on desktop, right below this video, there is a join button. You click on that, and it is there is a fee involved. You don't have to do it. But there is a $4.99 fee to become a member of the KG team. All YouTube channels of, I think they lowered it to 30,000 subscribers now, or maybe it's 20, or I don't know. But it's not just something I do. It's something all YouTubers do that have over a certain amount of subscribers. So yeah, that's how you do it. And you become a member of the team. You get the emojis, you get the badges, you get live streams every other week, which we got to do another one here soon, folks. Maybe this weekend. You get live streams not personal, but members only live streams with me, which are a lot of fun. The last one we did was a few weeks ago, and we had a blast. It was a great time. So, John have kept. I have kept a lot of things, and I've kept a lot of things secret. So, Paula, click join at the top of the chat. Oh, okay. Okay, everybody's helping her. Many Tanganyika cichlids in the past. Yeah, I've had several. We've had Shelley's. We've had Burchardi. We've had what is it? Leolamprologus. I forget them. We've had Tropheus. We've had Compressoceps. We've had a lot of different Tanganyikas. I love them. I'm sorry. I was getting wheezy there for a second. I love Tanganyikan fish. I don't have any at the moment, but I love Tanganyikan fish. So yeah, I'm certainly not a Tanganyikan expert, but I've had several of them in the past, and some of my favorite fish come from Lake Tanganyika. So, has this ever happened? Cat falls in fish tank, and of course this skipped on me. I hate YouTube. I just hate it. Cat falls in the fish tank. I'm worried about my cat on top of my 30-gallon. We've not had a cat fall into a tank, but we have had a cat reach into a tank. So you do have to be careful with that. I like my iPhone, push it right in. Okay, wait. Uh-oh, now my mouse is freezing on me. Good Lord, isn't technology great? And then I just went all the way back up to... This is such a problem. It must be so entertaining to watch. I'm going all Tony Stark, just have images that appear in the air. That's awesome. I would love that. Or even better than that, which is kind of the same as Tony Stark. Remember Minority Report? When Tom Cruise would have those gloves on and he'd be like, whoosh, 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 he was going through all of that. Minority Report is a very underrated movie. It's one of my favorites. I love that movie. Best Tom Cruise movie, in my opinion, by far. I love it. I know he's done a lot of really good ones, but my personal favorite Tom Cruise movie, Minority Report. I love it. And the girl that plays one of the, I forget their names, the bald girl is actually playing Alpha on The Walking Dead. How about that? So, why am I forgetting her name? God, my memory is terrible tonight. You can add a monitor or TV to most quality laptops. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that actually use like a MacBook Pro and then they hook up a monitor to it and they do their editing and stuff like that. But I don't need that because I've got this. But I can't put my iMac in my lap in my recliner. You know, baseball season's coming up in a few months and I want to be able to edit videos and have the game on. That's the dream, you know. But anyway. Hi, my name is Robo. I don't know which one it is. I love African cichlids. Well, I'm so excited to have you here with us tonight because I love African cichlids too. They are a beautiful fish. Looking forward to listening in to your appearance on Friday Fish Facts live stream next week. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Great to see things are still going well with KG Tropical's question. Whatever happened to one of your friends, the Rick? You might remember doing a one-on-one with him. The Rick. Oh, you mean the Rick that I talk about almost every single week on this live stream? I'm busting your chops here a little bit. Yeah. What happened to him? It just became too much. YouTube became too much. He has a young family. He has a demanding job. It just became too much. I got to take my sleeping pills. Take sleeping pills with caffeinated soda. It's a beautiful thing. It's a great way to go to sleep. But yeah, I miss Rick a lot too. I've actually reached out to him many times. And there was actually a stream that I did on a Sunday that the Rick 2325 came in and said hi. And it turned out it was somebody trolling me. It was somebody had created an account with that name and with his same avatar and all that. I'm not going to make any accusations of who I think it was, but that was real disappointing because I thought it was the Rick. I thought he was back. I thought he was saying hi, but it wasn't him. So, but yeah, I miss Rick. I did a one-on-one with him. He was on my podcast. We did a lot of videos together, me and Rick. He was awesome. How did the PVC overflows work out? They were fantastic. I had one on my 150-gallon tank. Basically exactly what Joey built in that video, but he used like 1-inch pipe. I was using like 1.5-inch big pipe. So it was a little bit loud because it was as big as it was, but it was in a fish room and I didn't care about the noise. But it works beautifully. Very, very efficient. Works very well and works every single time. So yeah, and that is the story behind that. I wanted to do a sump and I went on YouTube, or I didn't go on YouTube. I went on Google and I searched how to make a PVC overflow because somebody told me that you could make them out of PVC. I think it was somebody at the fish store told me that. So I looked it up, and what did I find but a video of this young guy, this little kid in Canada that was doing videos about how to make PVC overflows. And I watched that video like 25 times, and then I watched it. He is welcome for all the views. And that's how I made my first overflow, and it worked beautifully. I used that PVC overflow, and I'm not kidding you, for about 7 years, and it worked perfectly. So that's how I got it. That's how I learned how to make it, was from Joey. Nano and cichlids. You should see the green-faced Alanacara. You picked the fish you sent me. The relative I gave your bling to is looking to scale up from their 300. Wow. Nano and cichlids. There are cichlids that can go in nano tanks, but they're not going to be your Alanacaras. They're not going to be your Haplochromans or Imbunas or anything like that. They're going to be the tiny shell dwellers, things like that, that you can get away with. You're not going to put them in a 2-gallon. You're not going to put them in a 5-gallon. But is there really a rule as far as what is considered a nano tank? I don't know if there is or not. I just look at a small tank that could go on your desk is a nano tank. So I even say like 20 gallons now are nanos, but I don't know. But yeah, there are some that you could use. You could put in nano tanks, but it's not going to be the cichlids that you typically think of when you say cichlids. Trout and Arenado are the best in the game. Compare Arenado's stats to Harper's the last 4 years, and Nolan blows Harper. Stays away. Well, I mean, I'm a Nats fan, so I love Harper. So what are you going to do? There's a lot of good baseball players out there. I don't think there's anybody that would argue that Mike Trout's the best player in the game. When it comes to offense, I mean, if I was starting a team today, Max Scherzer would be my #1 pick. And that's not because I'm a Nats fan. If you wouldn't pick Max Scherzer, you're crazy. He's the best pitcher on the planet right now. But if we're talking about a position player, Mike Trout, you can't even, you can't argue. How much should you expect a 240-gallon width stand to cost? Well, if you buy it from me, not mine, mine's not for sale, but I am a retailer for customaquariums.com. So there's so many factors that are going to determine how much it is. It could be anywhere from $1,400 up to $5,000, depending on how far you go with it. Mine, I believe when I did the video for mine, it was right around the 4,000 area. None of these. It's not in this video. If you watch my older videos that are titled Dream Tank, 240-gallon stand, canopy, lids, sump system, UV sterilizer, I mean, a reservoir tank, everything. It's just a crazy setup. Was about $4,000, but you know, you don't have to go quite that far. 30,000 for memberships. Huh? I ain't got no 30,000 members. I wouldn't be fixing furniture if I had 30,000 members. Oh, I get it. You're saying you have to have 30,000 subscribers. Jason, you got me all confused there. Yeah, is it 30,000? Okay. They're lowering that all the time. It's probably going to be down to 1,000 here soon. I know that stories is for 10,000 and more. I just did my first story today. Did anybody see it? It's of my dogs, all 3 of them. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to start using stories. I think that's a really cool concept. I think it's an awesome thing. But I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing it. If you don't know what they are, they're just like Instagram stories. It's only on mobile. When you go on YouTube mobile, you'll see little circles in your feed, and they're basically the avatars of whatever channels, not only channels that you're subscribed to. And you click on those, and they're little, 7-10 second little clips that your favorite channels that you subscribe to are doing these little stories, and they're cute. I've watched a few of them from Jay Wilson, Corey, Dustin did a couple, Rob did one today. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing them. It's really cool. I have a 20 long at the moment, and I'm going to be starting up a 40. Let me move my chat here. 40 breeder. I will be taking the 20 down and using the same hang on the back aqua clear 50s on the 40 with brand new sand. Will I still need to cycle? You will have a head start on your cycle, but your tank is not going to be instantly cycled. That's the best way I could explain it to you. Your substrate is going to be what carries a lot of your beneficial bacteria. So you are moving a couple of big heavy hitters when it comes to carriers of beneficial bacteria, but there's a lot more in your tank than what you're moving over. So you still will need to keep your eyes open, pay attention, make sure everything's going okay. You are not 100% in the clear is what I'm saying. Kevin Rosenberg, you're still going to have to keep an eye on it. But that's a good move. I mean, I would suggest that to anybody. Alan Wilson says it's well worth it to become a member. That is awesome of you to say. Thank you so much. Okay. And it skipped again. Yay. Love it. Sleeping pills. I'm sorry. I probably missed a bunch of comments here, folks. I'm sorry. It's YouTube's fault. It's not mine. Sleeping pills. Are we boring you? No, it's just my mind races all night long. And then Lisa snores. And the dogs make noise, and my mind races too much. I have to take sleeping pills, or else I'll never sleep. So, but you're not boring me at all. But I am going to have to get off of here soon because I've already been on for an hour, and I know there's other YouTubers that are going to be going and doing their streams. I don't want to step on anybody, even though I was here first. So, anyway, I shouldn't have said that because that was like 3 years ago. But anyway, I watch your videos every day when I get to find them. I just love your African cichlids. You got something look pretty cichlids I've ever seen. I have some too. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of them right now. That tank is looking a little sparse. Somebody made fun of me last week, said you only have 3 fish in that tank, like that was a joke. But no, there's 6 in there. They're just hiding because that's what tanks that are understocked do, and it drives me crazy. But yeah, and there's a couple of jerks in that tank too, so. Is this on right now? It is, Joel, but I'm not on your comment because you said that probably 5 minutes ago. How much do you sell your snow white African cichlid for? I don't sell them anymore. Sorry. I do not have a store anymore. I'm not selling anything. Candy says, you're dreaming, Joel. You're dreaming. That's funny. He's a dreamer. One of the reasons why I put that thumbnail out there tonight with me with the mad face is because I'm mad at Joel. I'm mad at Joel because he did something brilliantly, and he's a genius, but he did something that I have wanted to do for years, and he did it first, and it made me so mad. Doing the cartoon face of him on his thumbnails. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. Whoever he had to do those for him did a great job, and I'm so jealous of that. And I yelled at him yesterday. I sent him a message like, man, how dare you steal my idea? He didn't steal my idea. I told him he should have been thinking, he should have known I was thinking about doing that. But yeah, that really bothered me because I wanted to do that. This head would be perfect in cartoon form, and you know it. So, but Joel's got a pretty funny head too, so it works for him for sure. But that's why I put that mean look, because I'm so mad at Corvus Askin. It's good that he lives 3,000 miles away, because I would give him a talking to if he was close to me. Okay, that just got weird. My uniforms can beat your uniforms. What uniforms are we talking about? Because the Nats uniforms are pretty. Come on, red, white, and blue. You can't say nothing bad about those. And the Caps are red, white, and blue. The Wizards, I still like to call them the Bullets, because there's nothing to do with Wizards on their uniforms are red, white, and blue. The only team in DC that's not red, white, and blue, is the Redskins. Go figure. But Harper will be a Yankee. No, he's not. If he's not going to be with the Nats, he's going to be with the Phillies, which is even worse than the Yankees. Or he might go to the Cubs. I feel like it's going to be either Cubs, Phillies, or Nats. I don't think he's going to the Yankees. Yankees spent too much money lately. Mookie Betts can hold his own. He sure can. Yes, he absolutely can. Can't argue with you there. Going off subject, I'm a die-hard hockey fan, but I have so much respect for the Harper boys. Their work ethic and passion is second to none. The Harper boys? I'm not sure I follow, Carlo, what that means. The Harper boys. People like me that like Bryce Harper. I like Bryce Harper because I'm a Nats fan. I mean, and if you look, let's see. That bobblehead, it's so hard to do this. That bobblehead right there is a Bryce Harper bobblehead. I've only got one. I love Bryce Harper. I mean, come on. I've known that kid, not known him, but known of him since he was 15 on the cover of ESPN magazine, back when there used to be magazines. And when the Nats got him #1 the year after getting Strasburg, I was like, come on. I was instantly the biggest fan in the world. KG Tropicals, Bryce Harper, and his dad equals... Oh, yeah. How awesome is that? The relationship between those two and him pitching in the home run derby. That was awesome. Love that. I hope the Cubs and White Sox stay away from Harper. Well, let's see. Are you a fan of both of those teams? I mean, I know you live in that area. Which one are you a fan of? Or Jason, I need an explanation. Because who wouldn't want Harper? Unless the reason why you don't want Harper is because he's too expensive. That I understand. CC Games with another super chat. I mean, as if he didn't feel like he gave me enough or she gave me enough. $1.99 super chat. I have about 2-inch Imbunas. What should I feed them? You know what? I think people actually commented on this. I think I saw it as I was scrolling through. Yep, Lisa did. How about that? North Fin Veggie. Yes, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of Extreme. I'm a fan of Hikari Cichlid Excel. I love that. We've had great success with all of those. Wow. So any of those will treat you right. And, I mean, the cichlid formula from Northfin is fine, too. It doesn't have to be the veggie, but the veggie is definitely good because it's more for Imbunas. So, Friday Fish Facts has to go eat dinner. I'm sure he left a long time ago. I am way backed up on this. Okay. And it did it again. Hate YouTube. I hate YouTube. Somebody's going to isolate that and put it in a video and send it to Sergey and Jimmy and say, look, you got to kick this guy off the platform because he hates your website. I have to take melatonin or I'm up until like 3 or 4 a.m. Insomnia is a pain. Yeah. See, I have to do that. I mean, I don't know if you would call it insomnia, but I just can't sleep because my mind races. I think about too many things. So there you go. Barbara Jackson snores too. She says, all the best folks do. Well, their partners aren't happy with it. And Joel says, you mad, bruh? Yes, I'm mad. I am mad, and I'm going to be in your thoughts for a lot. I'm going to be in them for a lot. And I'm going to steal an idea that you're thinking about, and I'm going to do it brilliantly, and I'm going to laugh at you when you find out that I took that idea from you. No, that is great, and I was so mad when I saw it. I was like, no! Yes, I like them both, but prefer the White Sox. I'm weird. Well, you know, Bryce's best friend is on the Cubs. And there's been rumors of that for years, that he was going to go play with Chris Bryant. So I hope it doesn't happen because I want to see him stay a Nat. If we're going to do a baseball talk here and make all of the people that are watching go away, I think we'll be okay without him. I love the guy, and I want him to stay. I want him to be a Nat for his entire career. But if he goes because we can't afford him, I'm okay with that because we got enough to live on without him. I'm way backed up on this. Doesn't sound good. I guess that's true. Yeah, maybe I should not talk about that. Not only him pitching in all the All-Star game, his work ethic is incredible. He's in concrete business. I believe he lays rebar. I know where Bryce gets it from. Yeah, that's very true. And I actually heard about that as recently as this year, before the All-Star weekend, which I didn't get to go to. It was at my home stadium, and I didn't get to go to. But he still works to this day. Bryce might not have his $400 million contract right now, but he's still being paid like $13 million a year. He can support his dad, but his dad doesn't take it. His dad still works every single day. You gotta love that. I know this sounds weird, but I meditate to the sound of my air pump and bubbles before I go to sleep. I have sleep insomnia, and meditating helps me. That's awesome. I mean, that's perfect. Dylan's little hobbies on YouTube, that is perfect. And that's great. In fact, we don't have air bubbles and an aquarium in our bedroom, but we do have a little machine that we turn on, and it makes the sound of rain. And that's what we put on every night when we go to sleep. But it still doesn't drown out the noise that comes from that woman, I tell you. Golden State Warriors fan is a San Francisco Giants fan. Okay, well, that makes sense. You live in the same state. What about table tennis? Equal time, guys. Let me tell you something. I still call it ping pong because I'm old. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I used to play with a friend every Saturday, and I'm talking like 5, 6 years ago. Recently, I used to do that, and I loved it. We would meet up at the YMCA every Saturday, and we would play, and it was wonderful. I've played ping pong my whole life, and I love it. So you said that as a joke, Barbara, but I love that game. Love it, love it, love it. I'm trying to get you to 30K so we can get a membership. That would be awesome. If anybody on YouTube deserves it, Candy is one of them. Now, on the topic of Candy, we're going to talk about this for a second, and then we're going to go. Nobody's asked yet, and it surprises me. Maybe it's just because they haven't figured it out. This shirt. This shirt was sent to me. I'm trying to get it on here so that you can see it good. This shirt was sent to me by who else but Paul Martin. I got it this week. If you haven't figured out what it says yet, it says Caleb Strong. We've got the Justice League logo, and this is a Flash logo. Isn't this supposed to be about fish? He sent me this. He sent me an idea a month ago about this design, and we went back and forth about it a little bit, and he came up with this design, and he sent it to me, and there it is. This is available. I did not put it in the description, and that bothers me. There's no way you're watching this on replay. If you are watching this on replay and you've made it all the way to the hour and 10 mark, I'm going to put a link in the description to the website where you can buy this shirt. 100% of the proceeds go to the Overhauls family. If you don't know what's going on with that family, then you are brand new to the fish world on YouTube. Wow, look how bright I am today. I look like a ghost. But anyway, Overhauls family, they are going through what no family should ever have to go through, and that is a child battling leukemia. We, as a fish community, do everything we can do to try to support them and fundraise for them. And this shirt is just one of those ways. Paul Martin came up with a website where he's got a bunch of shirts on there, and some of them are specifically for the Overhauls family. Anybody that buys those shirts, 100% of the proceeds goes to them. So there you go. I didn't know, John. You should have told me. Yeah, sorry, Karen, Candy. That it was my mind. You know that. So yeah, but that's what this shirt is. It's awesome. It's the Flash. So you know I had something to do with designing it. Basically, Paul sent me the design. He said, "Do you like that?" I said, "I love it." It was originally going to be a different superhero, and I said, "Wait a minute, let's do the Flash." And so there it is. Candy, please, if you have the website, Paul's website, put it in there if you don't mind, because I don't have it on me right now, but I will put it in the description of this video. And I don't think anybody's going to watch it this far on the replay, but if they do, then there you go. Glad you're back on YouTube, my friend. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Porters. The Porters Aquatics, things are going to get better because we're going to be doing that new series coming up in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait for it. I'm not going to go over the whole thing again. Folks, again, if you're still in here watching, if you are not a member of the Tank Talk Facebook group, link is in the description. Join that group. There is no advertising in that group. There is no trying to sell you anything in that group whatsoever. In fact, we don't allow that. It's not a group where it's one YouTube video after another being promoted. It's nothing like that. This is a group run by fish keepers for fish keepers. Join that group. I will put up a post on there, a video post on there explaining how you can become involved if you choose in the 10 Things series. Lisa is upstairs laying in bed. She's not snoring yet because she's not asleep, but she's laying in bed. I know she's there because I see her commenting. She's probably cringing, saying, John, why are you even talking about this? We don't have the first one done yet. She doesn't like that. She wants to have videos done before you say anything about them. But I'm so confident in this, and I can't wait to do it. So be looking for that. Ben Ochart joins us late. It is the 16th. Not this Sunday coming up, but the Sunday after that is when the first episode is going to come out. And I can't wait for it. Hopefully it is what I think it is. And I think it's going to be something that people will enjoy. I'm not doing it to get rich. I'm not doing it for anything like that. But it is very exciting to be able to do something new and fresh on YouTube. I've got 360 something videos, folks. At some point, you get to a point where it's over and over and over and over again. Same thing, over and over and over. And that kind of takes the fun out of it a little bit. So when you can do something that's brand new to me, I'm not trying to say this is, you know, I'm the first one that's ever done anything like this on YouTube. Come on. I mean, there's a million 10 lists out there, but it's new to me. It's not something I've ever done. It's something that Lisa and I are going to do together. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I just love it. I'm so excited about it, and I can't wait to share it with you. First episode is going to be 10 Things You Should Know About Discus. Second episode, 10 Things You Should Know About African Cichlids. Third, 10 Things You Should Know About Aquariums. I was actually thinking about making that number 1, the first episode, and I still might. I don't know. But, and then the fourth one, I'm undecided on yet. We're recording on Saturday, so I better make up my mind. But I have a couple different ideas of what the fourth one's going to be. So, yep, there you go. All right, I have run my mouth long enough, folks. This has been a lot of fun. I'm going to try to get a video out on Sunday. Not 100% certain of that yet. It's manic. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get that out. And hopefully I do. But if not, I will see you right back here on Thursday. 10 Things You Should Know About 10 Things videos. That's a great... I literally almost made the title of this stream that exact quote without the LOL. 10 things you should know about 10 things. But then I was like, wait a minute. I'd have to come up with... I don't think that's going to work. So, but that's funny, son-wise. You actually said what I thought about making the title of this stream. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun, folks. The caps have already been scored on, and that makes me not happy. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. Thank you to Candy and to Lisa, who's been in there moderating. And at least I think, nope, she doesn't have the wrench. So it's just me and you, Candy. But I guess I maybe should make Lisa a mod, you think? But anyway, this has been a good time. I know we talked about a lot of things that were not fish. But anyway, it was good fun anyway. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Carlo, for becoming a new member tonight. And thank you to CC Games and Nisi for the Super Chats tonight. Thank you very much for those. CC coming in with 2 Super Chats tonight. Very generous. Thank you all so much for watching. And if I don't see you on Sunday, I will see you next Thursday.